Growing up, we all see things in our parents that we want to change, or that when we get older, we don't want to be like. You know, when you grow up, you look to your parents as a guide, as people to give you love, show you love, and they are the first relationship. Your parents are the first relationship you have with anyone in this world. And relationships are the number one cause of stress. Relationships form our lives. And you use this template either as a guide or you construct your own. And you should construct your own because you have a different fingerprint than your parents. Parents need to let their children find their way after a certain age. And children need to become their own adults and not blame their parents. But the dynamic I want to talk about tonight, because we live in a modern technology era, there's been different eras in human history. We just came out of the industrial era. Now we're in the technology era. In the technology era where people form relationships online, there has become a high level of people who act very disrespectfully, sneaky, they lie, they create fake profiles, they try to get people upset. And what they're doing is they're becoming their abusive father. They're becoming their nasty mother. See, even the trolls at one point in their young life, they said, I'm not going to be like my parents. But online, you are exactly like your abusive father. That's who you take after. Even if you don't know him, it's in your DNA. It's in your vaccine of your DNA. Your nasty mother. Okay, and they always say, watch how a son treats his mother. You can tell how he treats women. I say, watch how a daughter talks to her mother, because that's who she really is. If a daughter disrespects her mother, she will disrespect her husband, okay? And she will basically be taking care of her daughter at some point while her daughter disrespects her. See, relationships are key to life, okay? And as an adult, your biggest job is to do self-care so you can become your best self. If you don't like someone else, then it's time for you to leave, not to troll them. If you're a troll, you're an abusive, narcissist father, psychologically damaged mother. And what I want to tell you, never take abuse from anyone online or anyone in your real life, but that means moving away from them. That means showing up to do what you need to do, even if, okay, they play their psychological games. Because what I found out in life, if you want to move to Florida, you may have to leave your abusive father. You may have to leave your insecure mother, but you're not going to do it with their money. If you don't work, your dreams don't work. Okay. If you, okay, took a break from social media for your mental health, okay, but all you did was shut down your profiles, you didn't go to the gym, you didn't go to take care of your mental health, you just took a break, but you didn't do any self-care. Basically, what you basically did, okay, was just call a timeout, and then you started playing the game the same way you left off. The message tonight to all the trolls is you are becoming your abusive father, and it's a disgrace to yourself. You're becoming your nasty mother. You can change, though. How? Well, work on yourself, not on other people. Don't try to get under other people's skin. Okay, try to work on yourself, period. Very simple message tonight. And what I can tell you, in my experience online and in real life, that I know the psychological games of the abusive people. Okay. And they don't fool me. And that's why they're a little bit mad at me. Okay. Because when someone can control you, they love you. Sometimes they'll hire you if they think they can control you. Sometimes they'll date you, okay, if they think you're Joe Biden. Guys, I know very conservative people. Okay, they'll date basically a liberal person simple for the fact that they can control them. And I don't agree with that. Okay, I don't agree with it. Because if you, okay, are doing that, that's not healthy. Okay, and then if you're going to share things with them in your life, that's also not healthy. And that's how abuse happens. Okay. Twister, great to see you, brother. Great to see you, Twister. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your job, your school. Get away from your family responsibly as best you can. Still love and respect them, but you have to live your own life. Because what I found in the all-night gas station where psychopaths buy tobacco and too many lottery tickets and cops circle around is that, there's people who fear getting kicked out of their house. And they say, well, not everyone that lives in their car wants to. Well, hey, guys, look, okay? I didn't want to go to work either. I didn't want to work 2 jobs. I didn't want to do a lot of things in my life, but I did them. You didn't do shit. Okay, so what I could tell you is this. Okay, I don't want to hear your bullshit. No one does. Because you're becoming your lazy mother. Okay, that's what you're becoming. And so there's no exact science because I've seen hardworking parents spawn nasty children. I can't do it. Like I say, each one of my siblings are different. I'm sure if you look in your own life, same thing. Hal, great to see you, my brother. Hal, the cops are out in full force tonight in the all-night gas station. Why? I don't know, but I knew there was a bad energy when someone in front of me bought 50 lottery tickets. You know you're in a bad neighborhood when people buy too much tobacco and too many lottery tickets. True. You don't want to buy a house in that neighborhood. Why? Because, guys, they spend too much money on lottery and tobacco. It's a disaster. Okay. And that's the bottom line. So the good news is, guys, okay, if you're still out there and listening, you have a shot in life. Okay. If you're just out there listening, trolling, guys, you have become what you hated when you were a child. You have a choice to make tonight. Will you show up tomorrow with more fake profiles or will you change? That's your choice. I'll show up tomorrow, God willing. Every day, all of us have to ask ourselves, are you becoming your father or are you becoming yourself? Are you becoming your mother or are you becoming yourself? Are you a mini me or are you me? Okay. Who are you? How do you want to change yourself? Keep it up, my Bray. Great to see you. What I want to tell you is, okay, maybe infidelity runs in your family. Maybe divorce, maybe drug use. I'm the only one of my siblings that doesn't do some type of drug and that works. Okay. So I don't want to hear your sad story either. And I thank God for my siblings. I thank God for my family. Overall, I've had a good family. But guys, I don't speak to my father. I don't live with my mother. And I barely talk to my siblings. I'm my own person. But I thank God for them. I don't look at them as disrespect, but I'm sharing my testimony. And so you have to figure out, okay, as someone in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. Some people never figure this out. This is the message tonight. Either you're going to become like your parents, which could be a good or bad thing, or you're going to become like yourself. Who do you want to be? How do you want to be it? Take the good from people, put your own twist on it, and leave the bad. If you don't like someone, leave them, accept them. Don't try to change them. If you don't like this chat, if you don't like something online, just leave it. But you can't because you're obsessed. It's like a potato chip. You can't have just one troll. You can't just have one profile. So the message tonight is quick and simple. Why? Because the cops are circling this gas station. I knew it was trouble as soon as I saw excessive lottery tickets being purchased. Okay. So I know now where not to buy a home base, okay, in this area. Okay. So that's something that no one can tell you. You have to come visit the gas stations. How do you pick a home base? Visit the gas stations, visit the supermarket, visit the gym. If all of them are psychopath apocalypse, you're in a bad neighborhood. And I don't care how cheap the houses are. I don't care how they look on Realtor.com. I don't care how they look at Zillow.com. Guys, the cops are circling for a reason. Guys, it's a disaster. Okay. And so I don't know what to tell you because I got a ticket going 39 miles in a 35 mile per hour zone. Okay. So I don't know what to tell you, but I know this. I try to stay under the radar. Okay. I try to take the good points from my father, even though I don't talk to him anymore. I still recognize and respect that he added some good things to my life. But I leave the bad, I form my own person. I take the good from my mom, I love my mom. There may be some things I disagree. I form myself, and I still have a relationship with her. I have boundaries. Okay, that's what you have to do. Okay, but if you're trolling, you're becoming. Look at your parents. That's who you are. Okay, there's no way. I mean, well, I don't know, because I have seen some parents, again, that I know that some kids turned out good, some bad. You get a Cain and you get an Abel. If you're a parent, you're not responsible for everything. Okay, David, what's up, man? I don't talk to my siblings either. When I don't talk to people for a few years, they look at me, and I've been where they all have my phone number too. Yeah, I mean, look, when you start to separate from people, some of them become spiteful. When you move, it could happen too. When people feel like they're not going to have you in your life, you change jobs, something. When people feel like, they can't get, whatever, either they're scared to lose you or whatever, there could be a lot of spite. Or there could be a lot of reaction to try to get you to stay in their life. Like when you break up with someone, like each person tries to get each other back in their life. And that's why I tell you, you're not serious about a breakup unless you change your number. If you change your number and give it to no one else, guys, you're changed your life. Keep it up, Bree. Good job, David. Keep it up, Bree. I'm happy I have a few friends and attachments. You will find about 5 or less good friends in this world. Cherish them, respect them, and it's a blessing. But just remember, less is more, including relationships, quality. Keith, great to see you, brother. Keep moving forward to Florida. And I would say, if you ask me tonight, Naples over Melbourne. But that's just tonight how I feel. But I tell you this, Keith, don't buy any house until you visit the gas station. Because the gas station tonight, they're buying a lot of lottery tickets. And that means we're in a bad neighborhood, okay? So when they're buying a lot of lottery tickets and they're buying a lot of tobacco, bad neighborhood. Twister, what's up? They should put that on Zillow. Like they put school ratings, they put crime ratings. They should put how many lottery tickets are bought and how many cigarettes are sold. Guys, that'll tell you all you need to know. Okay, I'll tell you right now. Twister, what's up, Keith? Hope things are going well with you. Yeah, Twister and Keith, man, I got a good bond. Keeping up a Brie. I love you, David. You're changing your life. You keep doing your hot dog stand, pick up some other hustles. Diversify your portfolio, self-care, self-care, self-care. You're not going to not be like your parents unless you self-care. If your mother was overweight, obese, my mother's side of the family, all obese, struggled with weight. One of them died. You're not going to break obesity, okay, doing how they do their diet. If your father was an OCD control freak, you're not going to follow the right path following him. You got to figure out your own life. You got to change your habits. Okay? You got to manage your time, and you got to change who you are. Guys, even when you change everything, you do everything right, there's still some suffering in this world. I tried to figure out a way to eliminate suffering and live a great life through minimalism, through financial independence, through health. And what I found is even when you do everything right, there's still suffering. But it's better to live your best life than to just settle for life because there's less suffering. There's more energy. When you just give in to life and let yourself go and let life go, I did that for a while, just more suffering. Can't tie your shoe, dealing with more shit, more stress. So what I want to tell you tonight, the trolls, the thumbs down, the fake profiles, I see you for who you look like in the mirror. Your father, your mother who didn't love you enough, or even if she did, you decided to take alcohol or prescription pills. You blamed your mental illness on the world. Okay. And so what I can tell you is I didn't create the world. I didn't create you. And you're not going to blame me. You're not going to hurt me, whether you're my father or anonymous person online, because I see right through your bullshit. Okay. You don't control me. Never forget it. Look in my eyes. Look in my eyes. You don't control me. Okay. Never forget that. Okay. And so when you remember that, you don't say that to your father. You don't say that to a psychopath. Why? Because it's like telling a drunk, don't have another drink. You had too much to drink. You don't just move on with your life. Get out of there. Get out of there. Separate. Never forget it. David, sold out of hot dogs, drinks at the Cannabis Festival in D.C. Well, David, there you go, brother. Keep living your best life. I'm proud of you for doing something, getting out there, and trying your best to live your best. Respect to you, David, and God bless you. All right, guys and girls, I would love to stay later, but I know when the cops circle 3 times, they're making a note of everyone in the parking lot. And I know that this gas station will not be visited by me again. Why? Too many lottery tickets being sold, too much tobacco, and too much negative energy. Okay. And so people can say, well, that's crazy. Yeah, but you're in your house. Okay. You live in your house. You live in an apartment. This is the reality of when you live on the road, you have to be mindful. Okay. And people don't want to tell you the truth, but I'm telling you the truth. Be careful. Okay. Because you got to mitigate risk. You're taking enough risk living on the road. Driving's the most dangerous thing. Okay, and then number 2 is you're dealing with a lot more people than the average person as a nomad. Most people are taking a break from the TV news. You live in the world where the TV news happens. That's the difference. So you have to mitigate risk. Okay. Keith at Twista, bless you, brother. Hope you're doing well. My man Hal moved to another one. Well, I got to manage my time. It's almost 10 p.m. So now I got to move to take a shower. Then I got to move to my night spot to sleep. But we're getting closer to a home base. We're getting closer to my visit to up north, and I will continue to live financially free, because if you're not financially free, you got to keep ties with your abusive father. You have to live maybe with your mother. And so I have to remember, when I buy a home base, stay financially free, because once you tie the finances, you tie the spirit. Once you tie the spirit, you play the game till the day they die. And that's how you waste your life. You lose your life. You never become yourself. You get the inheritance, but you never become yourself. And you got to decide in life, you got a choice, who do you want to become? Okay. And so I know you don't like when someone raises their voice, but I want to tell you this. I don't like when someone hides behind profiles. Okay. Because people act a lot different when you don't know who they are. Okay. And that's the negative about the world, cyber world. Okay. Everyone has taken on a spirit, and the spirit is that of disrespect. And they think it's fun and games, but it's actually the same spirit that their father has, that their mother has. And that's the spirit that's online sometimes in these comment sections. Keith, got great news at work. Okay. But trying to be patient, but it's what I'm wanting. Well, like I tell you, if you apply for a job transfer and you keep applying for 2 years straight and you show up for 2 years straight, you'll get it. And so now you got to remember to liquidate, stay flexible. Don't buy anything, Keith. You're tempted now. Don't buy. And even when you get to Florida, rent. Okay, because you got to visit the gas stations. Look at this. I got a psychopath pulling in front of me right now with tinted windows. Ain't this a bitch? So guys, we got to do a lot of things in life. Okay. And what I got to do right now is get the hell out of this gas station, because it is a complete shit show. It's a circus in here. I don't know what to say to anyone, guys, but I'm out of here. Click that thumbs up. Share the video. Adam, I appreciate you, brother. But I'm in the psychopath dome. Okay. So I love you. I'll see you, Adam, in the next one. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. What a disaster tonight. Never come back.